What's up, everybody? Alright, I'm back to the bikes. If you happen to catch the car show clips, hope you enjoyed the little change of video pace, if you will. That was kind of the last hurrah big show of the summer, so we go to the parade on that one. Alright, I'm sure as everybody could tell that the summer heat has left the building. We are doing the autumn-fall thing. So, in lieu of that, I was going to go out and do some riding in the country and check out the foliage. Who doesn't like a little foliage in the fall? So I thought I would do my fall maintenance on my bike. I personally have 5,000 miles on this bike. Trouble-free riding. No issues this summer, not even so much as a flat tire. And I'm thankful for that, because there's all kinds of stuff out there to get flat tires on. If you ride, you know what I'm talking about. It seems like everybody's got to throw everything roadside, and that's where you ride, so you got to be careful, all the debris, if you will. But anyway, back to the case in point. I had noticed during my maintenance, and like I said, I've had a complete trouble-free summer of riding, so no complaints there. But being we were going to go for the lengthier ride out in the country, I thought going over it real quick was a good common sense idea. In doing that, and like I said, this actual wheel has 5,000 or so miles on it of trouble-free riding, I must say once again, and that's good. But anyway, I noticed when I spun the wheel that it had a little drag to it, a little grinding. They weren't smooth as glass like they're supposed to be, like that, effortlessly, freely spinning. So I took the wheel to my local bike shop, and they replaced the bearings, cone, and axle assembly, or whatever you'd like to refer to it as. I got to keep my wheel, which was convenient, and I really appreciate that. And it spins brand new, so good for another 100,000 miles, if you will. It's a better bearing setup in there than the stock one, so it's supposed to last a whole lot longer. While I had the wheel off, I thought, well, my tire is about 4 years old, and was getting a little stiff and not as rubber pliable as it used to be. So I thought this is a good time to replace the tires. The other one is on order, so I'm going to go ahead and put the front tire on. The next one will be here next week, and I'll pop that bad fella on and be on some new trouble-free rubber. I like trouble-free. I don't mind a little tidbit of maintenance every once in a while. I do mind breaking down all the time, so I do the correct maintenance that doesn't leave me broke down. I am on my 6th year of this bicycle, and I have never been broke down to where I couldn't get back. It has always taken me there and brought me back, and I appreciate that. If you're listening there, bicycle. Alright, well, I just wanted to touch base with all you folks. Thought I'd share my quick maintenance video. If you're a gas-powered bike rider, it's a good idea before the real cold sets in to give your bike a once-over, because we've all put things off and then suffered later, and you're doing it and you're thinking, man, why couldn't I have done this little tidbit, not cause myself a bunch of headache when I could still feel my fingers to fix this. Alright, well, stay tuned for some future videos. Like I said, back on the saddle of the gas-powered bikes. And hope everybody has a good autumn, if you will. And I'm going to get started fixing this bike. Can't ride it a whole lot with no front wheel and tire. Alright, take it easy, and I will see you folks later. I wanted to share a little FYI tidbit about changing your tire. always look on the sidewall for the rotation of the tire. That way you don't install it incorrectly or backwards, which I guess would be incorrectly. This one has the rotation and a little arrow pointing that way, so it wants to be installed on the bike as such. If I install it this way, then my tread pattern is going backwards. Almost all tires have a rotation on them. Some do not, but it's always nice to check to make sure you're doing it correctly. This tire does, so I'll be installing it that way. It's just a friendly little tidbit to help you do your job correctly.